Nobody is going to say this to your face. Not your friends. Not your family. Definitely not your stylist who wants you to come back next month. Nobody is going to look at you and say that specific thing you are wearing or doing with your style is the reason you look older than you need to. So I will. Because you deserve honesty more than you deserve comfort. And because the women who look genuinely amazing at 60 and 70 and beyond are not lucky. They are not genetically blessed. They simply know things that most women were never told directly enough to act on. There are 7 specific things that scream old lady in a woman's style. Not whisper. Not suggest. Scream. And every single one of them is something that feels completely normal and reasonable and even sensible to the woman doing it, which is precisely why it keeps happening and precisely why nobody catches it. Number 4 on this list is the one that is going to stop most of you completely. It is not what you expect. It is something so ordinary and so deeply embedded in the way women over 50 have been taught to dress that most women do not even register it as a choice anymore. Simply is. And it is aging them every single day. I am not here to be cruel. I am here to be the honest friend that fashion rarely offers women after 50. The one who tells you the truth because she respects you enough to believe you can handle it and change it. Stay for all 7. And the solutions. Because every single thing on this list is fixable. Welcome back, beautiful. If you are returning to this channel, thank you so much for being here again. And if you are brand new, welcome to Ageless Glow, where women over 60 get the honest, practical style guidance they actually deserve. Hit subscribe and let us get into this. Tap subscribe and the bell right now. New videos every week made specifically for you. Now let us go. Here is the honest truth about looking old in your style. It is almost never one dramatic mistake. It is a quiet accumulation of small habits, default choices, and decisions made on autopilot for so long they became invisible. Today we make them visible. 7 of them. Direct, honest, and completely fixable. Let us begin. Concept 1. The elastic waist worn as a complete outfit philosophy. The elastic waist trouser is not the enemy. Let me be very clear about that from the start. Comfort matters. Deeply. And elastic waist trousers serve a genuine and valid purpose in any wardrobe. But there is a meaningful difference between wearing elastic waist trousers as a comfortable base that you build a real outfit around, and wearing them as the entire philosophy of getting dressed. When an elastic waist trouser is paired with a long shapeless top, flat shoes, and 0 accessories, the combination does not say comfort. It says given up. Not because comfort is wrong, but because the absence of any other intention in the outfit communicates that the woman wearing it stopped making decisions about how she looks beyond covering herself adequately. The fix is not to throw out the elastic waist trousers. It is to treat them as a garment deserving of real outfit building. A fitted blouse tucked in. A structured blazer. A quality shoe with some personality. One piece of jewelry that says I got dressed with intention today. The trouser can stay. Everything around it simply needs to show up and participate. Concept 2. The complete absence of color near the face. The second thing that screams old lady is the wardrobe that has quietly eliminated every trace of color, particularly near the face, in the name of being safe, appropriate, or low-key. Most women over 50 who have drifted into an all-neutral, all-muted palette did not make a deliberate choice to do so. It happened gradually, one safe piece at a time, until the wardrobe became entirely beige, taupe, dusty navy, faded gray, and safe everywhere. And the face pays the price. Color near the face, a rich toned blouse, a warm scarf, a jewel-toned cardigan, does something that no concealer or foundation can replicate. It reflects warmth upward onto the complexion. It makes the eyes look brighter. It makes the skin look alive rather than flat. When color disappears from the neckline area, the face loses its most powerful natural lighting tool, and the result reads immediately as older and more tired. One rich color near the face. That is the entire fix. A deep teal, a warm burgundy, a rich coral, a soft plum. Any of these in a blouse, a scarf, or a cardigan transforms the face above it in a way that is genuinely remarkable. Concept 3. The shoe that belongs to a different era. Thing number 3 lives at the base of every outfit, and most women never think to examine it there. The dated shoe. The very square-toed pump from the early 2000s. The heavily embellished kitten heel from a specific fashion moment that has long since passed. The thick platform sandal that carries the visual signature of an era. The orthopedic-looking shoe chosen entirely for support with no consideration of what it does to the overall look. Here is the specific reason shoes age an outfit so powerfully. Regardless of how beautifully composed the rest of the look is, the eye always reaches the shoe eventually. And when the shoe carries a strong era signature, the eye reads that era and assigns it to the entire woman. She looks not like a contemporary woman but like a woman frozen in a specific moment of the past. Current shoes for women over 60 are not complicated. A clean pointed or almond toe flat in a warm neutral. A simple low block heel. A quality leather loafer. A sleek mule. These styles have no specific decade attached to them. They simply look like good clothing. And updating one pair of shoes updates the entire wardrobe perception around them without changing a single other piece. Concept 4. Covering everything with maximum fabric. Here we are. Thing number 4. The one I told you about at the beginning. The habit of covering the body with as much fabric as possible. The long flowing top over the loose trouser. The oversized blouse over the wide leg pant. The shapeless dress that moves from shoulder to knee in one straight uninterrupted fall of fabric. The layering of loose pieces over loose pieces until the silhouette becomes one large shapeless form. This habit comes from a completely understandable place. The body changes after 50. Weight redistributes. Contours shift. And the instinct to cover everything, to remove the body from visual consideration entirely by burying it in fabric, feels logical. Feels safe. Feels like kindness to oneself. But here is the specific truth that most women over 50 have never been told directly enough. Oversized loose clothing does not make the body look smaller. It makes it look larger. The eye fills the space inside the fabric with imagined volume. And the result is a visual impression of significantly more size than the actual body underneath the fabric possesses. The body looks smallest when the clothing schemes it. Not clings. Schemes. Follows the body's general line at a comfortable distance without creating the tent effect of completely free-hanging fabric. One fitted element always. A fitted top over wide trousers. A structured jacket over a looser dress. The contrast between one fitted element and one relaxed one creates proportion and elegance. The absence of any fitted element creates the shapeless mass that reads as old. Concept 5. Hair that has not been updated in years. Thing number 5 is about hair, and it is the one that often requires the most courage to address but produces the most immediate and most dramatic results when it is. Hair that has not been genuinely updated in years. Not just maintained. Maintained means trimmed regularly, which is essential. Updated means reassessed. Reconsidered. Evaluated with honest eyes for whether the style is still doing the best possible job for the face it is framing today rather than the face it was framing a decade ago. The face changes significantly after 50. The proportions shift. The jawline softens. The cheekbones change. And a hairstyle chosen for a previous version of the face may now be sitting in entirely the wrong places, adding volume where none is needed, missing lift where it is critically important, creating heaviness around the jaw when the jaw specifically is the area that needs the most softening and framing. The fix is one honest conversation with a good stylist who understands mature faces and current cuts. Not a dramatic reinvention. Not a complete style change. Simply a fresh pair of eyes on a hairstyle that may have been made for a face that no longer exists in the same form and a small evolution that serves the face that does. 5 down and 2 more to go. And these final 2 are the ones that I think will resonate most deeply because they are the least talked about. If this video is landing with you, please hit the like button right now. It genuinely helps this reach more women who deserve this kind of direct, honest guidance. Drop a comment below and tell me which of the 5 so far hit closest to home. I read every comment. Share this with a friend who needs to hear exactly this. Now let us finish strong. Concept 6. The completely matched set worn as a uniform. Thing number 6 is the coordinated matching set worn as the entire outfit. Same fabric. Same color. Same texture from the jacket to the trouser or skirt. Every element identical. Total coordination achieved. Style completely absent. The matching set feels like the safest and most put-together choice available. One decision and the outfit is done. Everything goes together because it is literally all the same thing. But here is what it communicates to the eye. Uniform. The kind of total coordination that reads not as elegant and intentional, but as assembled from a single purchase without any individual thought applied to the overall look. It has the quality of clothing that got dressed rather than a woman who got dressed. And that absence of personal decision-making in the outfit is what reads as old. Real style has contrast. It has different textures mixing. It has one unexpected element that creates the impression of a real person with a real point of view making real choices. Break the matching set. Wear the jacket with different trousers. Wear the trouser with a completely different top. Both pieces become more interesting the moment they stop being a uniform and start being a choice. Thing 7. Dressing for disappearance. Thing number 7 is the deepest and most important on this entire list. And it is the one that underpins every other thing we have discussed today. Dressing for disappearance. The quiet, consistent habit of choosing clothing that draws as little attention as possible. That blends in. That does not risk standing out. That covers adequately and moves without incident through any space without creating any particular impression at all. Most women over 50 who dress for disappearance did not make a conscious decision to do so. But somewhere along the way, through a combination of cultural messaging about what older women should and should not wear and the natural progression of comfort becoming the primary dressing priority, the wardrobe began to aim for invisible. And the world responded accordingly. It looked past, through, around. The woman who dressed to disappear was treated as someone who had chosen to be background. Because she had. You are not background. You are not a supporting character in someone else's life. You are the woman who has lived the most interesting years of your life, and has the most genuinely compelling things to offer any room you enter. Dress for that woman. Not for her absence. Not for her disappearance. For her full and complete and unapologetic presence. One rich color. One fitted element. One quality shoe. One piece of jewelry that was actually chosen. These 4 small decisions together create something that invisibility never can. They create presence. And presence is the most powerful thing a woman over 50 can wear. 7 things. All fixable. None requiring a new wardrobe or a large budget. Only requiring the decision to stop doing them. The elastic waist worn without any other intention. The face starved of color. The shoe that belongs to a previous decade. The maximum fabric covering that adds visual size rather than removing it. The hair that has not been reassessed in years. The matching set worn as a uniform. And the habit of dressing for disappearance when you deserve to be completely and powerfully seen. Pick one. Start with one. Change it this week. And notice what shifts. Subscribe to Ageless Glow if you have not already. Comment below and tell me which of these 7 you are addressing first. Share this with a woman you love who deserves the honest mirror. And hit that like button before you go. Until next time, you are not old. Some of your style habits just are. And habits can change starting today.